Okay, ready? Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
All right, the name of the day's lesson is the salvation and the destruction. They're both one and the same. They go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. So, if you are looking to gain salvation, you must be prepared for the destruction as well. Okay? All right. Let's go to Psalms 130 and 7. We move kind of fast, so that's why she said she needed her tablet. So fast. But we're gonna try to wait for y'all. We're trying to write the scriptures down and read them at home. We're gonna try to wait for y'all. Psalms 130 and 7. Come on, let's read.
Psalms 130, verse 7. Let Israel hope in the Most High.
Let Israel hope in the Most High.
For the Most High, for with the Most High, there's mercy.
For with Yah, there's mercy.
And with him is plenteous redemption.
And with him is an abundance of redemption. Let's go to Romans 10 and 1. Israel must hope. Hope. We gotta find out what that hope is.
10
must
and
hope.
1.
10 and 21, yeah. Hope in the Most High, and with Yah there's mercy, and there's plenteous or abundance of redemption. Romans 10 and 1.
10 and 1? 21.
10 and 1.
Okay, 10 and 21.
10 and 1.
I mean 21. I mean 1.
Yeah.
You poor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all ready? Let's go.
Romans 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to Yah for Israel is that they might be saved.
That they might be saved. Have y'all noticed something significant about those two verses? Anything sticks out about the two verses we just read? The first one said, let Israel hope. Right? We go to Romans 10 and 1. And what's the first part of that?
My heart's desire
My heart's desire
and prayer to Yah
and my prayer to Yah
for Israel
is for Israel,
that they might be saved.
that Israel might be saved. We could have used this one last week. Romans 10 and 1. We could have used this one last week, huh? That Israel might be saved. This is the Apostle Shaul's, Apostle Paul. This is his hope. Is that Israel might be saved. Fubu. For us, by us. All other nations, they don't need to apply.
I just got into it last week.
This is not for you.
All right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was you saying? Talk, Kiefer.
I
Go
just
ahead.
got into it with my man last night about saying I don't believe. He said I don't believe that God. He said God. You know I don't say God. He said I don't believe that God would choose a different nation. Man put that in the Bible. I said so. Hold on. Let me get this right. So you choosing to believe what parts of the Bible that you want to take out. So you want to believe this or you don't believe that. So this part is man-made and that part is Yah ordained. What you going to do? Either you believe it all or you believe nothing. Because we don't know, if that's the case, you don't know what was written. If you believe that man wrote it or transcribed it in the way he wanted to, what's the problem? And it was a whole debate yesterday.
The problem is people want to do what they want to do. They don't want to do what the Bible wants to do. That's not what my grandmother taught me. That's not what my mother said to me. Those are people that I trust. But the people that you trust obviously was ignorant to the truth. That don't mean that they're bad people. They just didn't know. At one time, all of us in this room didn't know. Right? We were just ignorant to the truth. Right? All right. So we are preparing ourselves to be redeemed by being obedient to Yah, seeking Yah's laws, and keeping his commandments. And endeavoring to keep the faith. The faith of what? Yahushua Messiah. That will ensure us salvation. So, being obedient to Yah by seeking his laws, and keeping his commandments and endeavoring to keep the faith of Yahushua Messiah, that will ensure our salvation. But our hope, like we just read in Psalms 130:7, our hope for salvation is rooted in its desire to see the destruction as well. So if one group of people are being saved or obtaining salvation, then there is another group or another set of people that is receiving damnation or destruction. Did everybody get what I just said? If one group of people is being saved, another group of people are being destroyed. That's the way salvation works. You can't have the yin without the yang. You can't have the one without the other. All right? Let's go to the Wisdom of Solomon right quick. Wisdom of Solomon 18. 7 and 8. Oh, no, I want verse 7, but we may very well just read down a
Song
little.
of Solomon?
No, Wisdom of Solomon. It's in the Apocrypha.
Okay.
Yeah, we might be going to sync going down a little bit. Here you go.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, she about to download the
Okay.
app.
So 7 down.
Hmm?
Seven
Yeah,
down.
start at verse 7, and then we probably just gonna read down a little bit.
Wisdom of Solomon 18, 7 through. So thy people was accepted, both the salvation of the righteous.
So if thy people, O Yah, Yah's people, come on.
So of the people,
Mm-hmm.
so of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the
The
righteous
salvation of the righteous
and the destruction of the enemies.
and the destruction of the enemies. Come on.
For with thou did punish our adversaries
So with thou, O Yah, he's talking about Yah, punish thy adversaries. Come on.
by the same thou didst glorify us.
So by you punishing our enemies, you did glorify us at the same time. That is a biblical example of what I just said. Salvation and destruction go hand in hand. Come on.
By the same thou didst glorify us,
Mhm.
whom thou hast called.
Come on.
For the righteous children of good men
Mhm.
did sacrifice secretly,
Mhm.
and with one consent made a holy law,
Mhm.
that the saints should be like partakers of the same good and evil.
Of the what?
Of the same good and evil.
Of the same good, which is salvation, and evil, which is the destruction. Come on.
The fathers now singing
Mhm.
out the songs of praise.
Mhm. They're doing what?
Singing out the songs of praise.
And why are they singing out the songs of praise? Because they gained salvation. Come on.
But on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
there sounded an ill according cry of the enemies.
So, on one side, when we are magnified, glorified, or obtaining salvation, there's a song of praise. On the other side, where they receive destruction, there's what?
An ill cry
Ill cry.
of the enemies.
Of the what?
Of the enemies.
Of the enemies.
And a lamentable
Mhm.
noise
Mhm.
was carried abroad
Mhm.
for children that were bewailed or bewailed.
Or bewailed.
Bewailed.
You cannot have one. The Bible is telling you, it's clear. You cannot have one without the other. So salvation is tied to destruction. Whenever we talked about it a minute ago, whenever someone is saying that they are saved, they do not know what they're talking about. There has not been anyone on the earth saved as of yet. And the only people that's going to be saved is the Israelite. Did we not just read that in Psalms 30 and 7? And we also heard Paul say it in Romans 10 and 1.
Chapter is this again?
We're in Wisdom of Solomon. What we're reading now?
Yes.
Wisdom of
Chapter-
Solomon 18, and I don't know what verse the keep going. We
We started at 1, right?
we started at 7.
We started at 7. Okay, 7 through 10.
Well, okay, we're at verse
So
10
far?
so far. Come on, we're gonna read on.
The master and the servant were punished after one manner,
Mm-hmm.
and like as the king, so suffered the common person.
Mm-hmm.
So they all together had innumerable dead with one kind of death.
Stop. So it doesn't matter what your state is. If you're an enemy to Yah and you're an enemy to Israel, it doesn't matter what your position is. You can be rich, you can be poor, you can be a master, you can be a servant. It don't matter. No matter if you are of another nation, it doesn't matter what your state is. It doesn't matter what your position is. You're going to be punished. This is what the Bible says. People don't like the Bible because the Bible tells it like it T.I. is. Right? All right, come on.
So they all together had innumerable dead with one kind of death.
So they all died the same death. They all died the same death, no matter what their position was. Come on.
Neither were the living sufficient to bury them.
Mm-hmm.
For in one moment the noblest offspring of them was destroyed.
So in one moment, they noble were dead. Come on.
For whereas they would not believe anything by reason of the enchantments upon the destruction of the firstborn, they acknowledged this people to be the sons of Yah.
They acknowledged us to be the sons of Yah. They after the Yah. This is talking about actually what happened, what went on with us in Egypt. This is talking about how the firstborn was killed in Egypt. This is what it's referring to, and how it plays out where the children of Israel came across the Red Sea and our enemies were destroyed, and by our enemies being destroyed, we obtained or gained salvation or deliverance. We had a party on the other side, and they bewailed their dead on the other side.
Right.
See that? Salvation and destruction goes hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. The way he delivered us in Egypt is the same way the children of Israel, the sons and daughters here in North America, will be delivered again. We will be saved, and our enemies will be destroyed. Let's go to Psalms 83. What verse we leave off on? 13? Never mind, we just go to Psalms 83. I probably won't come back to it. Psalms 83, and we want to start this one at 14. Psalms 83 and 14.
Psalms 83 verse 14. As the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth.
Start at 13.
Oh my Yah.
Oh my Yah, come on.
Make them like a wheel,
Make them like a wheel.
as the stubble before the wind.
As the what?
Stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind. Psalms 83, we started at verse 13.
Oh my Yah. Make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind.
Come on.
As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm.
So persecute them with your tempests, and make them afraid of your storm. The prophet is praying here, saying persecute our enemies. Come on.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame.
that they might seek thy name, O Yah.
Mm-hmm.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Come on.
Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yehoshua, is Yah, art the most high over all the earth.
Is the most high over all. That was 15. Is the most high over
18,
all.
that's it.
I need. That was 18? Okay.
That was the end of
That was all of it though, right? Okay. Give me Zephaniah 2 and 1. That's what I wanted to the end. That's what I wanted. Fill their faces with shame. It was talking about two different things that was going on in that verse. I want to make sure y'all got it. It's talking about the Israelite that need to repent, and it's talking about our enemies.
what?
Zephaniah chapter 2.
And what?
Start at verse 1.
Zephaniah 2 and 1.
Watch this.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, not desired.
All right, stop. Verse 1 says, gather yourselves together. I'm sure you heard this verse before, haven't you? I'm sure you heard this verse before. Gather yourselves together. Watch this. Yes, or yea. Gather together, O nation. Now, is that singular or is that plural? It's talking about one nation, not many nations, right? O nation not desired.
The nation is singular, but the people in the nation is
Plural. Yeah. It's talking about, in this instance, it's talking about one particular nation. It's not talking about every nation. It's not talking about every nation. The prophet is talking to a specific nation. Let's read it again.
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. The nation is not desired is the children of Israel. We are an undesirable people. Let's go to, hold on, we're going to come back to Zephaniah, but let's go precept this. Let's go to Nehemiah 8. And I want 8 and 1. We getting there. Y'all just hold on. We got to run through these scriptures and lay the foundation. Then y'all gonna say, "Oh, that's what Kiefer and Yasiku was going."
Nehemiah 8, verse 1.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. Verse 1.
Nehemiah 8, verse 1.
Watch this.
And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate.
I just wanted the top of that verse. Read it again.
And all the people gathered themselves together
All the people, meaning all the children of Israel, gathered themselves together
as one man
as one man. As one man. As one man. All the people. Singular. Remember I just said singular? As one man. Moving as one. Read out the verse.
And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate. And they spoke unto Ezra, the scribe, to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Most High had commanded to Israel.
Come on.
And Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both of men and women, and all that could hear with understanding.
Of men and women, and all that can hear with an understanding. Was that it?
Upon the first day of the 7th month.
On the first day of the 7th month. Go back to Zephaniah 2. Let's go back to Zephaniah 2. I want y'all to see how we should be gathering ourselves together as one man. We got to have one mind. We can't have many members and everybody just doing their own thing. That's confusion. You got to have one mind, one man. You can get some things accomplished with you come together as one. Working together, building together, communicating with one another, being together. Y'all know what I mean, right? Okay, I'm looking like me like a stranger. Okay, all right. Back to Zephaniah 2 and start at verse 1.
Zephaniah 2 and 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth. Before the day pass as the chaff. Before the fierce anger of the Most High come upon you. Before the day of the Most High's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Master, all ye meek of the earth.
Seek ye the Master. Give me Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah real quick. We're coming back to Zephaniah. Give me Isaiah 55. Start at verse 6. Isaiah 55 and verse 6. While he may be found, seek him. While he may be found.
Isaiah 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Most High while he may be found.
Come on.
Call you upon him while he is near.
While he is near, while you can get in there, seek him. Because it may not always be like this. You might not always have the time to come to class. There might be a day when there is no class. Seek him while he is near. Come on.
Let the wicked forsake his way,
Mm-hmm.
and the unrighteous man his thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And let him return unto Yah, and he will have mercy upon him.
Mm-hmm.
And to our Yah, for he will abundantly pardon.
He will abundantly pardon your sins. And as we read in Psalms 1 and 30, he has abundant redemption. Let's go back to Zephaniah. Read verse 2 and 2, Zephaniah 2 and 2, and then we go on to 2 Thessalonians. Can't seem to get off these couple of verses here.
Zephaniah 2, verse 2.
Come on.
Before the decree bring forth,
Before the decree brings forth.
before the day pass as the chaff,
Uh-huh.
before the fierce anger of the Most High
The
come upon you,
fierce anger of the Most High. Come on.
before the day of the Master's anger come upon you.
What is the day of the Master's anger? What is the day of the Master's anger? Because we seem to think the church will lead you to believe that when Jesus, as they call him, will come back, he's going to come back. Everybody going to pie in the sky. There's going to be roses and rainbows and ponies, and cherry cupcakes, and and everybody's gonna be floating on their own little pillow of cloud, and there's gonna be little fat babies with wings flying by you with harps and little fat white babies with blonde hair. With blonde hair and blue, I mean the bluest eyes you ever seen in your life. Bluer than any ocean
You gonna get you some help.
or lake that you ever seen in your life. Gonna be floating around. I mean, it's gonna be something else. Baby angels. You know what? This is why like you said, this is why we don't get invited nowhere.
What the baby angel gonna do for you?
Y'all excuse me. Yeah, this is what they think. But when the Messiah returns, the Bible says, and the Bible records it as being a day of fierce anger. But we need to know what that looked like. We need to know what fierce anger, because if you got someone that created the whole universe and he's mad, don't you need to know what that looked like, so you won't get caught up in that for real. Because I know I'm trying not to get caught up in that. Right? Let's precept this. Let's precept this. 2 Thessalonians. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians 1:6.
What chapters?
2 Thessalonians, first chapter. We're going to begin at the 6th verse. Oh, let's go to Nahum. Nahum 1 and 3. Yeah. Nahum 1 and 3. Let's go there first.
Nahum.
Is it 1 and 3 or 3 and 1? It's 1 and 3. It's 1 and 3.
Nahum 1, verse 3. Chapter 1, verse 3. The Most High is slow to anger
He is slow to anger,
and great in power,
great in power.
and will not at all quit the wicked.
Look, hold up. Let's read it again. Come on, let's read it Hold on. Let's read it.
Name
That's
him.
it. That's it.
Name him one,
Uh-huh.
verse 3.
Come on.
The Most High is slow to anger.
He's slow to anger, because if he was swift to anger, we all wouldn't be sitting here right now. He's slow to anger. Some of my kids wouldn't be able to sit on their bottoms if I wasn't slow to anger too. Come on.
The Most High is slow to anger
Slow to anger
and great in power,
and great in power.
and will not at all acquit the wicked.
He will not at all acquit the wicked. Come on.
The Most High hath his way
Mm-hmm.
in the whirlwind and in the storm,
He has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm. Come on.
and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
And the clouds are the dust of his feet.
He rebuketh the sea,
He will what?
rebuketh the sea,
Uh-huh.
and maketh it dry,
And make it dry.
and drieth up all the rivers.
Uh-huh.
Bashan languisheth,
Uh-huh.
and Carmel and the flower of Lebanon languisheth.
Go back to verse 3. Go back to verse 3.
The Most High is slow to anger
He's slow to anger. I'm trying to get somewhere here. He's slow to anger. Come
and
on.
great in power,
He's great in power.
and will not at all acquit the wicked.
And he will not at all acquit the wicked. Come on.
The Most High hath his way in the whirlwind
He has
and
his way
in the
whirlwind
storm,
and in the storm.
and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
The clouds are the dust of his feet. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians now. He won't at all acquit the wicked. So, the wicked that is up on the earth and those Israelites with the mindset of the wicked, both going to be destroyed. Don't think just because you're an Israelite that you're not going to be destroyed. You got to do something. You got to do something. There's a wicked on the earth. Esau is the wicked that is upon the earth. That's the biblical name for the white man. His name Esau. He's the wicked upon the earth. Now you have Israelites, natural-born Israelites, who have the mindset of Esau. They too are called wicked. And Yah, the scripture has said that the wicked will not be acquitted. He will not forgive them. There's coming to a time, and there's coming a time that he will not forgive.
2 Thessalonians
1:6.
1, verse 6
Come on.
through. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yah,
So this thing is righteous. Now let's see what Yah calls righteous. Let's see what he calls righteous. Come on.
seeing it is a righteous thing with Yah
Uh-huh.
to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
So what is tribulation? Is everyone clear on what tribulation is? Tribulation is hurt, right? Tribulation is pain, right? Right? Okay, let's read that part again. Come on.
Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yah
It is righteous with Yah.
to recompense tribulation to
To
them.
recompense means to pay back. Come on.
To recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
That trouble you, Israel. You're going to pay those that trouble you or gave you or put you in tribulation. The Father says he's going to pay them back. He's going to reward them. That is First Thessalonians,
Second.
2 Thessalonians, the first chapter, the 6th verse. Right? That's where we at, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Come on.
And to you who
Uh-huh.
are troubled,
And to you, Israel, who have been troubled by these other nations, guess
rest
what?
with us.
Come on and rest with us in this hope of your salvation. Y'all thought I left that, huh? Y'all thought I left that? I was leading y'all right down the rabbit hole, right back to it. Come on.
When the Master Yehoshua shall be revealed,
When the what?
when the Master Yehoshua shall be revealed,
So this is the day of vengeance then. The day of vengeance is when Yehoshua returns. When the Messiah returns, this is the day of vengeance. So we have been taught and we have learned that this is the day of salvation. But it's both. It's the day of our salvation and the day of their destruction. Come on.
when the Most High Yehoshua shall be revealed from heaven
Come on.
with his mighty angels,
With his mighty angels.
in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not Yah.
He's taking a flaming fire and taking vengeance on them who do not know Yah and who have been disobedient to his commandments. 2 scriptures. I'm coming back to Thessalonians. I just want to hold there though. I want to hold there. I'm coming back there, but I want Matthew 24. I want Matthew 24 and 30. We can go there right quick. There's a familiar scripture. I want Matthew 24 and 30.
Matthew 24, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
They're going to be mourning and crying because they're going to see the Messiah. By the way, the black. They're going to say, that's a Negro. When they see him. They're going to be running and screaming and falling and crying. And I stepped back and I kept fussing. All right, come on.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven.
In the clouds of heaven, come
with
on.
Power and great glory.
With power and great glory. What's that, 30? 331.
And he shall send his angels.
That's what I was trying to get to. And he's going to send his angels.
With a great sound of a trumpet.
With a great sound of a trumpet.
And they shall gather together his elect.
They're going to do what?
Gather together his elect.
They're going to only gather the elect. So guess what? Everybody's not going. He's only going to gather the elect. We talked about it last week. The election. That's who he's gathering. He's only gathering Israel. That's it. Come on.
To gather together his elect from the 4 winds, from one end of heaven.
Because we've been scattered to the 4 winds. Come on.
To the other.
To the other. Is that it? All right, let's go to, back to Thessalonians right quick. 2 Thessalonians 1 and where you leave off at? 1 and 7. Did you leave off at verse 7? Or 8? Y'all was reading along, right?
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Yeah.
We're going back to 2
We on 8
Thessalonians.
now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
2 Thessalonians,
Verse 8.
verse 8. In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not Yah, and that obey not the gospel of the Most High, Yahushua Messiah.
Okay, stop. That's what I knew. I knew I wanted to go to another scripture. Y'all didn't tell. I said 2 scriptures, didn't I? Revelations 22nd chapter of Revelations. Revelations 22 and 14.
22:14.
22:14. Watch this.
Revelations 22, verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
But now wait a minute. I thought they said the commandments was done away with.
Right.
Hey, we can't get no more New Testament than Revelations. There's no more New Testament. There's no more New Testament than Revelations. Not yet, anyway. Because you know there's going to be stuff written about us. The next Bible is going to be written about us. I'll show you that in a minute. The Revelations 22 and 14. Come on.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they might have the right to the tree of life.
So the only people who's going to have a right to live forever in the coming kingdom is the people who do his commandments. If you don't do his commandments, guess what? There is no right to the tree of life for you. So everybody under the sound of my voice should be trying to find out what is his commandments. Because I want to have a right to the tree of life. Just go to Revelations 14 and 12. Oh, finish it out. Go ahead, finish it out.
And may enter in through the gates into the city.
And enter in. Read it all over again. Read it all over again. 22 and 14, yeah. 22 and 14. Read that all over again and then jump to Revelations 14 and 12.
Revelations 2 and 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Write it down, hold it after. Write it down, write your question down and hold it.
Oh, we got it.
Revelations 14 and 12.
Revelations 14, verse 12. Here's the patience of the saints.
Oh, here's the patience of the saints which are the Israelites. Come on.
Here are they that keep the commandments of Yah
These are they that kept the commandments of Yah
and the faith of Yehoshua.
and the faith. This is the group that kept the commandments of Yah and the faith of Yahushua Messiah. These are they that have a right to the tree of life. The commandments and the faith is how you obtain salvation. I'm going to say it again. The commandments and the faith is how you obtain salvation. Without it, there is none for you. This is the most important thing that you have ever heard me say. More than your, more than me putting together your how slaves are Israelites. More than the genealogies we go through. More than the table of nations we go through. Any of that stuff. The most important thing you can ever hear me say is you must keep the commandments and the faith of Yahushua Messiah, or you're not going to make it. Period. Israelite or not. Not gonna make it. All right. Let's go back to what was we at? We went through so many scriptures I forgot. Second Thessalonians. Okay. Y'all all right? Okay. Look at my little mini me back there. All right, let's go back. Second Thessalonians. I think we left off at verse 8, right? Y'all all right? Y'all give me about another few minutes, and we're gonna have Q&A. Okay.
2 Thessalonians 2, verse 8.
I always say that.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed.
Then shall the wicked be revealed, because most people don't know who the wicked is. Most people still don't know that dang on Edomite Esau, the white man, is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. And that's why I always call him the dang on devil. Come on. What verse was you at?
We're on verse 9 now.
Come on, yeah.
Even him who's coming.
Start at verse 9 again.
2 Thessalonians 2, verse 9.
Come on.
Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan.
So the wicked's coming is after the workings of Satan. So you can't get mad at me every time I say he the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? Come on.
With all power and signs and lying wonders. And with all...
So you're only going to verse 10. Stop at verse 10. That's 10?
It's 10 right now.
Okay, come on.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
That they don't receive the love of the truth, that they might receive. That right there. They don't receive the love of the truth, that they might receive salvation. What we are teaching you today is the truth. If you do not receive it, then you do not receive your salvation. That's just what the writer was writing. That's what Shaul said. If you don't receive what I'm saying to you, then you don't receive your salvation. You reject your salvation. Let's go back to Zephaniah. Let's go back to Zephaniah. We're going to finish Zephaniah out with that verse 3. That's all I want from Zephaniah 2 and 3. That's it. And we're going to go on from there.
Zephaniah 2, verse 3. Seek ye the Most High, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Most High's anger. For Gaza shall be forsaken.
That's all I wanted was verse 3. Okay. Read verse 3 again.
Seek ye the Most High.
This is all we've been talking about the whole time. Seek ye the Most High. Come on.
All ye meek of the earth.
All ye meek of the earth, meaning you're going to humble yourself down and seek the Most High.
Which have wrought his judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Seek righteousness.
Seek righteousness.
Seek meekness.
Seek meekness.
It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Most High's
So
anger.
if you seek righteousness, if you seek meekness, when the day of Yah's anger approaches, then maybe you might be hidden from his anger and his fierce wrath. Y'all see that? And you may obtain salvation and not obtain destruction. There you go, Brother Al. You're gonna be up here in a minute. All right, let's go to Luke 71. This is what I call today
What?
Luke chapter 1. I want to start at verse 71. This is what we're going to call the speed round.
Okay.
We have a barrage of scriptures we want to go through. Whoop, 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 whoop. And if you can't get it, ask me in the Q&A, because we're going into Q&A in a few minutes, okay?
Luke 1:71.
Come on.
That we should be saved from our enemies.
Let's start at 68. I'm sorry. Let's start at verse 68.
Luke 1:68.
Come on.
Blessed be the Most High Yah of Israel,
Blessed be the Most High Yah of Israel.
for he hath visited and redeemed his people,
He only redeemed his people. Come on.
and hath raised up a horn of salvation
And
for
he
us,
raised up a horn of salvation, which is Yehoshua Messiah. Come on.
for us in the house of his servant David,
In the house of his servant David. Come on.
as he spoke by the mouth of his holy prophets,
Mm-hmm.
which have been since the world began,
Come on.
that we should be saved from our enemies.
We should be what?
Saved from our enemies.
The only way you obtain salvation and or are saved is from your enemy. The Bible is explaining what salvation is. It's up to us to learn what salvation is. Because when you go to church and they say, I'm saved, they're not. They're not. Because the Bible declares the way you obtain salvation is being saved from your enemies. You just don't know you got enemies, but you got them. Come on.
That we should be saved from our enemies.
That we should be saved from our enemies.
And from the land of all that hate us.
And from the hand of those who hate. The Bible just explained to you what salvation was. Being saved from your enemies and those who hate you. That's what salvation is. That's 71. That's verse 71, right?
Right.
Okay, read on. Go to 74. Read on.
To perform the mercy promised to our fathers.
Come on.
And to remember his holy covenant.
Remembering his holy covenant. We're only talking about us. Listen to the possessive words. Come on.
The oath which he swore.
The oath. Come on.
Which he swore to our father Abraham.
That he swore to our father. Because the only people that's getting salvation on the planet is the Israelite. We in the New Testament. In Luke, the only person in the world that's getting salvation is the Israelite. Come on.
That he would grant unto us.
That he will grant unto us, the Israelite. Come on.
That we being delivered out of the hand of our enemies.
That we being delivered out of the hand of our enemy. Come on.
Might serve him without fear.
Might serve Yah without fear. And that's the reason why he's coming to save us from our enemies. It's so that we might serve him without fear. What verse is that?
74.
74. That's all I want. Speed round. Let's go to Deuteronomy 33.
And what?
33 and 29.
Deuteronomy 33, verse 29.
Write it down. Y'all never gonna catch us. Come on.
Happy art thou, O Israel,
Come on.
who is like unto thee,
Come on.
O people saved by the Most High.
Oh, let's read that again.
Happy art thou, O Israel,
Who we talking about? Oh, Israel.
who is like unto thee,
Who is like unto thee. Come on.
people saved by the Most High.
People saved by the Most High. Psalms 106 and 10. All right. Yeah, finish it. I thought you finished that verse. No. Come on.
The shield of thy people,
Mm-hmm.
and who is the sword of thy excellency.
Come on.
And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee.
And now what?
Thy enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places.
Come on. Psalms 106.
106.
Psalms 106, verse 10.
Psalms 106, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And he saved them from the hand of him that hated him.
Wow. We just keep reading this all over the Bible, huh?
I love it.
We just keep reading about salvation and being saved all over the Bible. The Bible explains it. Why you're being saved, who you're being saved from. The Bible explains it. Come on, let's read that over again.
Psalms 106, verse 10.
Come on.
And he saved them from the hand of him that hated them.
Uh-huh.
And redeemed them from the hand of the enemy.
And what?
Redeemed them from the hand of the
And
enemy.
redeemed them, meaning Israel, from the hand of our enemies. We just read that in Luke 7. It's the same thing. It's repetition over and over and over and over. Give me Isaiah 14. Y'all know this one. Real good. Isaiah 14 and 1. Just throw this one in for good measure. We got about 10 minutes left on the speed round. Come on. These are, I'm going to fill it up with scripture too. All
Isaiah
scripture.
14, Isaiah 14 and 1.
Isaiah 14 and 1.
For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob.
Will have mercy upon only Jacob, FUBU, right? Come on.
And will yet choose Israel.
And will yet choose Israel and Israel alone. So I say shalom, Shabbat shalom to the whole house of Israel and Israel alone and no one else. I don't give my peace to no other nation but Israel. Come on.
And set them in their own land.
He's going to set us in our own land.
And the stranger shall be joined with them.
And the stranger, yeah, they're coming too, but that's why they coming. Come on.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
They're going to cleave to us. Please don't leave us, Israel. Come on.
And the people shall take them.
And the people, meaning Israel, going to take them. Come on.
And bring them to their place.
And bring us to our place. Come on.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
And the house of what?
Israel shall possess
And
them.
the house of Israel going to possess them.
In the land of the Most High.
And we're going to possess them in our land. Guess what we're going to do with them, though? Come on.
Possess them in the land of the Most High.
Come on.
For servants.
For what?
Servants.
For servants.
And handmaids.
And handmaids.
And they shall take them captives.
And we're going to take them captive. Come on.
Whose captives they were.
Who captives we once were. We was once slaves to them, but now they are our slaves. I know y'all don't like the Bible.
And they shall rule over their
and
oppressors.
we're going to rule over those who oppressed us. Meaning we're going to be their masters. I already told you, I got plenty of people of mine that's going in my cotton field. And when he fall down dead, I'm going to pray and resurrect him back to life. Boy, get back to work. And you're not going to forget what you was, why you died. You're going to remember.
Wow. Resurrection.
I'm going to resurrect him back to life. Get back to work.
No rest.
That's no work. Because we're gonna be kings and priests in the coming kingdom, and we're gonna have the power to do the work that Yehoshua did to resurrect them back to life. I'm gonna bring them back, and after they break their back and fall dead, I'm gonna bring them back.
They ain't done.
Get back to work. And these chains ain't never coming off, ever. Not for 1,000 years. I didn't mean to say ever. For 1,000 years, they're not coming off. And then after 1,000 years, kill you off, like the Bible says. No more Esau. You're done. All right. Speed round. Yeah, speed round. Still talking. Give me Isaiah 44. My fault. Was y'all waiting on me? Sometimes I tend to rant a little bit.
44 what?
44 and 24.
Isaiah 44, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith the Most High.
Read down to the 26 too. Read 24, all both verses.
Thus saith the Most High, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb.
Come on.
I am the Most High that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself, that frustrateth the tokens of the liars,
Come on.
and make diviners mad, that turneth wise men backward,
Come on.
and maketh their knowledge foolish,
Yes.
confirmeth the word of his servant,
Mm-hmm.
and performeth the counsel of his messengers,
Come on.
that saith to Jerusalem,
Come on.
thou shalt be inhabited, and to the cities of Judah you shall be built, and I will raise up the decayed places thereof.
He's going to raise up the decayed places, meaning that he's going to rebuild our coming kingdom, and we're going to use our slaves to do it. they're going to build our walls. They're going to build our homes. And I'm going to stand there with my whip and make sure that they get it done. Isaiah 54.
You gonna stand there with the whip?
Yes.
54 and what?
Yes. Yep. I won't give him 100 lashes. I'll give him a 99 and a half lashes.
Just touch
54.
the skin ever so.
Isaiah 54 and
And
7.
what?
Isaiah 54 and 7. I'm supposed to go to 7. We don't have that, but you got to jump around, man.
Yeah.
You got to jump around. I want to start at 7,
Yeah.
but you got to jump around in this right here.
Isaiah 54 and 7. For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
Oh, with a small moment, the Most High says He has forsaken us. For a small moment, He forsaken us, and with great mercies, He will gather us. He's going, even though He's forsaken us because of our obedience, He has not forgotten us. He has not forgotten us. He is going to regather Israel again. But it worked both ways. He's going to regather us, but He's going to regather the obedient. The disobedient, you're going to be destroyed with the wicked. Period, point blank. All right, come on.
In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment.
Come on.
But with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee,
Hallelujah.
saith the Most High thy Redeemer.
Hallelujah. Come on.
For this is as the waters of Noah unto me.
Come on.
For as I have sworn that the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth,
Come on.
so have I sworn that I would not be wroth with thee, nor rebuke thee.
Come on.
For the mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall never depart from thee.
Thy kindness. Hallelujah. Your kindness. Thank you for your kindness, Father. Come on.
Shall never depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed.
Neither shall the covenant of His peace be removed from the children of Israel.
Saith the Most High,
Come on.
that have mercy on thee.
Come on.
Thou afflicted, tossed with tempest, and not comforted, behold, I will lay thy stone with fair colors, and lay thy foundation with sapphires.
Jump down to verse 16. We're going to do it real quick.
Behold, I have created a smith that bloweth the coals in the fire,
Come on.
and that bringeth forth an instrument from his work.
The smith is the maker. The smith is the scientist. The blacksmith is a scientist in today's modern times. He's a scientist. Read it again.
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire,
Come on, watch this.
and that bringeth forth an instrument from his work.
He bringeth forth a weapon. He bringeth forth a weapon from his work. A weapon from his work. Come on.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
So that weapon is called in the Bible a waster. Can anybody guess what that weapon is?
Nuclear weapon?
Say it again, Al.
Nuclear weapon?
Brother, somebody get Brother Al. Shit, he gonna sit up here with us. Brother Al, that weapon that the smith has made is called a waster. That weapon, the waster weapon that the Bible's talking about, is nuclear arsenal or nuclear weapon or a nuclear blast. Let's read it again. Come on.
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire,
Uh-huh.
and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
That instrument is nuclear arsenal or nuclear weapon. Come on.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
And the Bible calls it a waster. Verse 17, watch this.
No weapon that is formed against thee
So no weapon that is formed against you, Israel, that's called the waster,
shall
the
prosper.
nuclear weapon, come on,
Shall prosper.
shall prosper. It's not going to prosper against you because you're going to be delivered. Come on.
And every tongue that shall rise against
And
thee
every tongue from that wicked devil that rides against you,
in judgment
Uh-huh.
thou shalt condemn.
uh-huh.
This is the heritage of the servants of the Most High,
This is our heritage.
and their righteousness is of me, saith the Most High.
And I say hallelujah.
54, 17 through whatever. This is
It was 7 through 17, but we jumped down.
Okay.
But we
But
jumped
chapter
down.
54, Isaiah.
Chapter 54. Chapter 54. Hallelujah. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all the ones been tried by fire. That's what it means, tried by fire. Tried by fire means that you came through the nuclear arsenal that landed in this country. Y'all know this country gonna be destroyed. Y'all don't watch the news? Y'all see what's going
We're
on
talking about it every day.
every day?
We're on the brink of World War III.
What do you think it mean by 1,000 shall fall by your side? You're gonna see that 1,000 fall by your side. 10,000 by your right hand. What do you think that mean? What do you think it mean by you being tried by the fire? That mean when the blast come, you're gonna stand there and everybody beside you gonna fall dead, and Israel is gonna rise up. Let's go to Psalms 91 right quick. Y'all don't believe me, do y'all? Man, I'm getting tired of proving stuff. Go to Psalms 91.
And what?
We're gonna start at verse 1.
Psalm
We're gonna come back to the man, I didn't get through all my scriptures. Come on, let's go to 91. Psalms 91.
Speed run.
We didn't get through the speed run. Sorry, I was weak. I did it.
Psalms 91 and 1.
Yeah,
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High
come on.
shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
What's the secret place of the Most High? What's the secret place of the Most High? Somebody just holler it out.
Heaven.
What's the secret place of the Most High?
Israel.
What's the secret place? He that
I
dwelleth.
don't know.
To dwell somewhere means to what? To live. To live. So he that dwell or lives in the secret place of the Most High. Where is the secret place of the Most High? It's such an easy answer.
Apparently not.
Man, I feel like throwing something at y'all. What is it?
In the Word.
In what?
The Word.
In the Word.
Says that already.
Who said that?
Everybody.
I didn't
The
hear
whole
it.
class.
I didn't hear y'all say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take it.
What?
I ain't gonna throw nothing at y'all.
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't hear y'all say that. I was like,
We have learned in this class.
I didn't hear y'all say that. I'm sorry. So he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Verse 2.
I will say of the Most High, He is my refuge and my fortress, my Yah. In Him will I trust.
Come on.
Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
So the snare of the fowler is a what? Is a trapper. The fowler is a trapper. So he shall deliver me from the traps and the snares of the other nations that try to trap me and to snare me. He will deliver me from that. And from what's the noisome pestilence? Pestilence is disease, right? Noisome pestilence. Anybody tell me what that is?
Epidemic.
Huh?
Like an epidemic.
Like an epidemic?
Yeah.
Yeah, like an epidemic. Boy, y'all smart in this class. Goodness. Y'all smart in this class, huh? Okay. So he shall deliver us from a noisome pestilence. So and it shall not come nigh you, right? So he's gonna deliver you from from snares and fowlers, from traps, and he's going to also deliver you from disease, right? So let's go to verse 4. Watch this.
He shall cover thee with His feathers,
Watch this.
and under His wings shalt thou trust. His trust shall be thy
truth.
shield
It's truth.
and buckler.
It's truth.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
His truth is the laws and statutes and commandments of the Most High. That's His truth. I will get a precept for it, but we ain't got time.
Thou shalt not be afraid
Watch this.
for the terror by night,
Uh-huh.
nor the arrow that flieth by day.
The terror by night is war. The arrow that flieth by day are missiles. The prophet is prophesying here in Psalms. The terror by night is war. The arrow that flieth by day are missiles. Come on.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
Stop. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the noise. Read verse 6 again. Just that part.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
So did we discover what pestilence was already in verse 3?
Disease.
So how is disease walking? How is disease walking?
Yeah.
Huh? How is disease? How is disease? Does disease
Walking
get
dead.
does disease get up and walk?
Walk on the person that got it.
If it's in the people, we watch every week. We watch disease walking on TV, right?
Yeah, The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Movies.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Is that why there's so many zombie movies out?
They got disease that's walking, and then you have in Revelations where it says that men was trying to die and could not die. Right? I think it's Revelation 7 and 9, right? Men was trying to die and they could not die, right? The prophet is telling us something here. You had a man in Miami that ate another man's whole face off. Remember that? You had a woman that snatched a baby out of her stroller and chewed on the baby. Right? You have said incidents that's always happening like that. So yes, the Bible is talking about walking pestilence, walking death. That's what it's talking about.
And we're gonna have to endure to the end, seeing all that.
Hey, can you go and endure?
Yeah.
All right. Verse 6 again.
Nor
You seeing it now, though? Aren't you seeing it now?
Yeah.
I just said what happened. We just seen the man eat somebody's face off. They shot him 6 times. He didn't fall. They kept shooting him. They filled him with more than 6 bullets. They shot him the first 6 times and reloaded and shot again to put the man down.
Psalms 91 and 6.
Now, start at verse 6.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
The Bible just told you when the destruction of America was going to happen. Did anybody catch it in that verse right there? Midday. Noonday. That's when the destruction of America is going to happen. At noonday. Verse 7, this is the part I was trying to get to.
1,000 shall fall at thy side,
1,000 going to fall at your side.
and 10,000 at thy right hand.
And 10,000 at your right hand. So how's 1,000 going to fall on your left side? And 10,000 going to fall on your right side? What kind of weapon kills 10,000 people at once?
Bomb.
A nuclear blast. A bomb. But read on.
But it shall not come near thee.
But the fire from the nuclear blast shall not come nigh you. Why? Because you're getting saved. And they are being destroyed. Come on.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold
Come on.
and see the reward of the wicked.
So you're going to see them die. The Bible is something else, is it not? The Bible is something else. This is not PG. What is it? PG. This is X-rated.
Yeah.
13.
No rating.
No rating.
No rating.
No rating. Can't be rated.
Can't be rated.
Can't be rated.
Can't be rated.
Read verse.
Straight to cable.
Read verse 8 again. Read verse 8 again.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Only with thine eyes. So you're going to see them die. It ain't like you're going off, oh, I don't want to see it, yeah. And you go and he don't let you see their destruction. No, you're going to see their destruction. You're going to see it with your own eyes. You're going to see it. You're going to see the bewilderment. You're going to see the misery. You're going to see 1,000 fall at your side, left at your side, and 10,000 fall at your right hand. But it won't come nigh you if you're keeping the commandments. If you're keeping the commandments. I want to stress that. If you're keeping the commandments. Let's go to Job real quick. Go to Job, verse chapter 20 and 23. Verses 23. Start at verse 23. Job 20 and 23.
Job 20, verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yah shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee with the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Let's read it again, because remember that Job is one of the oldest. This is not in chronological order. Job is one of the oldest books in the Bible, and his time and the time frame of Job is back when like Abraham walked the earth. You know what I'm saying? So this is like one of the oldest books in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So let's read that again and actually see what Job has said. I'm a few minutes more than what I want to be, but I'm gonna explain this and then we're gonna move on to Q&A.
Job 20 and 23.
Okay.
When he is about to fill his belly,
Uh-huh.
Yah shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
While he's eating, watch this.
He shall flee from the iron weapon,
He shall flee from the iron weapon. Come on.
and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
And the bow of steel. They didn't make bow and arrows. They didn't make bow and arrows with. They didn't make arrows that were made out of steel. The arrows were made out of wood. Come on.
It is drawn and cometh out of the body.
It is drawn. The arrow is drawn and comes up out of the body. The prophet is seeing something here. Coming out of the body means it's coming out of the earth. It is coming out of the earth, the body of the earth. So this is a missile. This is what we call a missile silo. Don't you know how those missile silos opens up, the ground open up, and then those nuclear weapons come up out of the earth, out of the ground? This is the best way the prophet can explain this, being the time that he lived in. Come on.
Yea, the glittering sword.
The
cometh-
what?
The glittering sword cometh out of his gale.
What does a missile look like? Looks like a sword. Look like a sword, does it not? He can only describe it as a sword, and a sword that glitters. So if you got fire coming from fire coming from a missile, it looks like a glittering, as the prophet said, a glittering sword that comes out of a what?
Is it a call or gale? I need glasses. All a gale. I can't see if it's an I or L.
A gale.
A gale.
It's coming out of the gale. Right? The gale is out of the ground. It's coming out of the ground. Come on.
Terrors are upon him.
Terrors upon him. Come on.
All darkness shall be hid in his secret places.
Mm-hmm.
A fire not blown shall consume him.
Mm-hmm.
It shall
A
go.
fire not blown. A fire not blown. Come on.
It shall go ill with him
Mm-hmm.
that is left in his tabernacle.
Mm-hmm.
The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
Mm-hmm.
The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
Okay, that's all I want. Give me Jeremiah 16 and verse 14. It's almost the last scripture. Hopefully, this is the last scripture.
So this was a revelation.
This is a prophecy. This is a prophecy.
16 and what?
16, Jeremiah 16 and 14. He's talking about the destruction of the nations around us.
Okay.
That's what Job was talking about. I don't know about did everybody understand what I was doing? Everybody understand that? Okay. All right. I don't want to leave nobody like, but what did he mean? What did he mean when he was saying? Pull out that scripture. Read Jeremiah 16 and 14.
Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that it shall no more be said.
Listen, this is what I meant earlier about there's going to be this Bible that we read out of is not the last Bible. It's not the last Bible. There's going to be another Bible that's read. Read it again.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Most High,
Come on.
that it shall no more be said, the Most High liveth,
Uh-huh.
that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
So we won't be in this time talking about the Egyptian captivity. The Bible just said we won't be saying no more will it be said that these are the children of Israel that came up out of Egypt. Watch this. Come on. 14.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that it should no more be said, the Most High liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
But the Most High liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from the lands whither he had driven them.
Mm-hmm.
And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Okay, stop. So it will no longer be said, this is the children of Israel that come out of the land of Egypt, but this is the children of Israel who have came up out of the land of the North America. So the next scriptures that are written of us.
What's that last verse?
What verse do we walk on? 15.
Jeremiah.
We're gonna
16,
keep going though. So if you write it down, write Jeremiah 14 dash, and then we're gonna stop. Come on.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Most High.
He's gonna send for many fishers. That's us.
And
we
they-
the fishers. Come
And
on.
they shall fish them,
Uh-huh.
and after will I send for many hunters.
So the fishers are the fishers of men that is teaching the truth of Yah and his laws, statutes, and commandments. And after he send the fishers, he's going to send the hunters. Read that part again.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Most High,
Uh-huh.
and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters,
Uh-huh.
and they shall hunt them from every mountain
And we're going to hunt them from every mountain.
and from every hill
Uh-huh.
and out of the holes of the rocks.
So out of the holes of the rocks, what do you think that means? There are some rich white folks and there are some white folks, period, who have what we call bunkers.
Yeah.
Bunkers. So the hunters, who do you think the hunters are? Israelites. See, y'all don't want the truth of the Bible. The truth of the Bible is Yah is going to use us to destroy these nations and utterly wipe out the Edomite. Edomites got bunkers all over the world. The hunters are the children of Israel who were sent forth to drag them out of their bunkers. To drag them out of the bunkers. I know y'all don't want to. I know y'all don't want to hear this. But he said, I'm going to send out fishers first. Fishers is those of us who are out here teaching, who is out here on, like the brothers y'all don't like on the street corners. Those are fishers. Those are fishers. Because most of us in here wouldn't know the truth if it wasn't for them. We wouldn't know the truth if it wasn't for them brothers that y'all don't like on them corners, in your face. Let me tell you something real quick. It was a sister. She probably watching right now. I don't care though. She called me and she said, she been knowing me forever since I was a kid. You're so rough. It just sounds so. I believe everything you're saying, but the way you say it. I said, listen, the prophets of Yah, they did not speak like they taught us to speak in church. They didn't teach us to speak with niceties and dainty like, so they didn't speak like that. They spoke rough, with harsh words. Some of the prophets swear. They cursed. They was loud. They talk like men. The church is the effeminization of the black man. The church teaches you how to talk real soft and nice and quiet and play the tambourine real good. But the men of Yah, they speak loudly. They lift up, they cry aloud and lift up their voice like a trumpet in Zion. That's how the men of Yah speak. All right, where we leave off at?
17. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face. Neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sins double. Because they have defiled my land. They have filled mine inheritance.
So you know these are the Jews we're talking about, right? So-called white Jews we're talking about, right? The prophet is Job. This is Job talking about the white Jews that's in our land? Come on.
And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sins double, because they have defiled my land.
Come on.
They have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abnormal things, abominable things. Oh yeah, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction.
In the day of affliction is the same as Yah's anger. Come on.
The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
The Gentiles are the other nations. Don't get hung up on the name, on the word, on the name Gentile. Gentile only mean nations. Come on.
From the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
We inherited lies because we really not the Jews.
Vanity.
Uh-huh.
And things wherein there is no profit.
There is no profit in what we've been doing the whole time. Give me Revelations 2 and 9. Surely our Father has inherited lies. I know. Once I get to talking, I don't know.
Revelations 2, verse 9.
Watch this.
I know thy works,
Come on.
and tribulation,
And tribulation.
and poverty,
And poverty.
and I know the blasphemy of them,
You missed something.
but thou art rich.
But thou art rich, Israel. And the reason, I know your works. I know you're poor. I know you're downtrodden. I know you're hurt. I know you're going through trouble. But guess what? You really are rich because you are really kings and priests unto the Most High Yah. Come on.
I know thy works, and tribulations,
Come
and
on.
poverty,
Come on.
but thou art
But
rich.
you're rich.
And I know thy blasphemy of them,
And I know the blasphemy of them
which say they are Jews,
and those who say they are Jews or of the Yahudim. Come on.
and are not,
And they are not.
but are the synagogue of
They
Satan.
the devil that the Bible speaks of. They the devil that the Bible speaks of.
I used to be confused about that.
And with that, we want to say hallelujah. Join us each and every week for our Shabbat class. Join us at Israelite Nation Assembly on Facebook /Facebook.com and or YouTube Israelite Nation Assembly at YouTube.com. And we want to say with that, have a blessed evening.